Hi everyone. Today we have the pleasure of presenting the AUC SAP team, SAP team. They are going to talk to us about the ERP system, which is already used here at AUC. AUC uses SAP as their software for ERP, and it's a very interesting topic. And we have today Mr. Engineer Ahmed Morgan, who's going to talk about it, present. Engineer Hesham Moussa, and Ms. Mona Abdallah, who's the Director of the International Purchasing at AUC. And we also have the rest of the team, Mr. Ahmed Zahir and Ahmed Morgan. Okay, so please welcome me.
Hello everybody, my name is Ahmed Morgan. I hope to find this presentation interesting with you. Actually, I can say that this is mainly SAP overview. It is mainly capsulated overview because the main overview we need some time to achieve. Please feel free to ask me any question. The aim from this presentation to give you, I can say it is KT session, it is knowledge transfer session, capsulated knowledge transfer session. What is the ERP system, what is SAP, and why SAP is the most famous ERP system worldwide. I will answer all of these questions for you. Please feel free to ask me any question, okay? First of all, our agenda today, we will take a small brief about SAP in AUC, about AUC internal SAP team, need to understand the ERP systems, and take capsulated SAP overview, and we'll listen to SAP AUC case study by the business side, by Mona Abdallah. SAP implemented in AUC. But by the way, because I listened to some question from one of your colleagues, we are our AUC SAP internal SAP team. Each and every organization implementing SAP has two choices. First choice, to build the internal SAP team to support the SAP during the business needs, or make a contract with SAP provider to provide the support or so in annual basis. AUC has own team, internal team for SAP for supporting and implementing and troubleshooting and upgrades and so on. I am one of this team. I hope to cooperate with you in order to understand what is exactly the ERP systems and SAP. For me, I joined AUC last year. Before that, I participated in some SAP implementations in the Middle East for some multinational clients, such as British Petroleum, ABB, and other countries like Ivory Coast, Nigeria, Cameroon, Senegal, Dubai, Saudi Arabia, and now I'm in Egypt, in AUC. SAP in AUC since 2007. We have implemented SAP. We have now over 350 SAP end users. We have 5 SAP consultants, which is the SAP team. We implemented some of SAP main modules, covered the following business areas like finance, controlling, supply chain management, HR, and payroll. Also, we have some interfaces with the third-party systems like Microsoft Visio and so. When SAP needs to communicate with the other system, we call it third-party interface connection. We can easily build any connection between SAP and third-party interface according to our business needs. Okay? This is a small brief about SAP in AUC. Also, we have future plan to have new features in the current implementation in SAP, such as we are going to implement SAP Portal. Portal is a web gate. You can make some business activities online and reflected at end in the back end in the SAP screen. This is one of our future plans. We're going to make SAP upgrade to meet the latest version of SAP after 3 months maximum. We are currently in the project phase to upgrade our SAP to be the latest version. The reason for that, to be latest version, to receive the regular support from SAP, enhancement package, new release, and so on. Otherwise we'll be in separate island. So we have to be in the latest version. This is our SAP team, Ahmed Morgan, our basis consultant. And I will going to explain what is basis, what is so and so in the next slide. Ahmed Morgan, Ahmed Zahir, the SAP HCM consultant. HCM stands for Human Capital Management. Ahmed Sabri, our MM and PS consultant, Material Management Project System. Hesham Moussa, certified FI-CO consultant. And me, Ahmed Morgan, certified HCM and workflow consultant. First of all, we need to understand what is the ERP system. From the first time, the ERP is an abbreviation for Enterprise Resource Planning, but this is from English point of view. I need to understand what is ERP system and what is the difference between the ERP systems and the tailored software. Suppose that we are in EUC, we have some business activities, need to use the information system tools to achieve some business goals. We have some choice to do that. We may use our internal team to develop our own software. We may purchase new product from any software vendor, but there is a risk or some disadvantages in this case. Suppose that the software vendor need to end your contract support. Suppose that the software vendor need to make some modification in the price of the annual contract and so on. Suppose that one of your internal team need to go to another company or organization, your business will be in the risk because nobody know the key features and the source code of your tailored software except the people or the guy who developed this software. This is one of the risks. ERP systems, I can say that ERP is a comprehensive system. It is not an application, it is not a software, standalone software. We call it business solution. Why business solution? Because it is touching each and every department in your business. It is comprehensive solution, not software product. ERP systems, for example, if you see this slide, I have ABC company. This ABC company has HR department and sales department, financial department, and payroll department. The ERP system, if you have ERP system, it is a business solution tool to manage all of those areas together in one central location. Otherwise, you need separate software for the finance guys. You need separate software to run your payroll and pay for your employees. You need another software to manage your stock control and so on. But for the ERP system, it is one comprehensive solution to manage all of these business activities during your business time availability and achieve your business needs in one central component called ERP systems. Okay? Why ERP? As I said, if you have ERP, your support will be continuous support. You will not have any problems in keeping source code with a specific person, and you may have risk in your data security. You may have a risk in your digital security rules. You may have risk in data accuracy itself, information accuracy you receive from your package. One of the key features of ERP system is the SOD. We call it SOD is segregation of duties. If you run tailored software, you may ask me as a programmer to make any modification in your system as per your requirements, regardless the business rules, regardless the segregation of duties. Segregation of duties, suppose for example, if I am the guy responsible for running the payroll, to generate the payroll, I'm not allowed to change the employee's master data because it is a risk for your organization. I am the same person who changes the employee's master data and runs the payroll. I can put $100,000 in my salary as a changing of the master data and receive it as a generator of the payroll. So that ERP system say no, you have SOD, segregation of duties. If you are the man or the guy who runs the payroll, you are not allowed to change the master data and vice versa. Okay? And another example in the finance, for example, we have BARC document, financial document, and post this financial document. BARC, the financial document, I have released the financial document and mentioned some amounts to be paid to somebody. The BARC not be the same person who makes the post, the exact release of the document, and so on. This is simply why ERP systems. Worldwide, we have most common ERP systems. We have some names in the most common ERP system worldwide. We have SAP, we have Oracle, we have GD Edwards, we have Microsoft Dynamics, we have Triton Band, and so on. But actually, the most two common ERPs worldwide, Oracle and SAP. Now we come to very critical point, Oracle and SAP, competitors or partner. Actually, the main product of Oracle as an IT company, the main product for Oracle is the database. Oracle database is the most common and the most powerful database worldwide. Okay? SAP is an ERP system consists of a huge number of applications based on a specific database. This database, it is according to customer need. Maybe Oracle database, maybe IBM DB2, maybe Microsoft SQL Server, and so on. So, in the case of SAP as an ERP system based on Oracle database, in this case, Oracle and SAP acting as partners because SAP running based on database Oracle engine. But Oracle has another product called Oracle ERP system. In that case, Oracle and SAP are competitors because this is the Oracle ERP and this is the SAP ERP. Both of them are competitor for each other. But in case of your SAP based on Oracle database, in this case, Oracle will be partner with SAP. Okay? The most common two ERPs is Oracle and SAP, and this image about the SAP about the ERP market shares for each one of them. As you see, SAP achieved about 25% of the ERP market shares worldwide, and next will be Oracle and others, as you see. Okay. Now we'll consider about SAP itself. SAP as an abbreviation is a system, applications, and products. This is the abbreviation. SAP founded since 1972 by 4 programmers in IBM who left IBM and decided to make software ready-made package to be to manage the different business areas. Mainly started with finance, controlling, and step by step increase the package to be the most common ERP worldwide. SAP as a company has more than 53,000 employees worldwide, over 120 countries. This is worldwide. By the way, this is not a big number. It is a small amount for employees. If you compare the revenue of the company, comparing by the number of headcount, it will be very, very good situation for the company. SAP has more than 190,000 of customers worldwide. I'm going to show you first why SAP itself, why SAP is the most powerful, most common ERP. Stability, what I mean by stability simply, business availability. Business availability will be based on system availability. If your system stable 100%, your business will be stable 100% as well as. So the stability of SAP, nobody can say anything. I can say that I can't explain to you, for example, what is the stability of Mercedes in the speed as a car. Because the stability in SAP is 25% stability. Because system, there is no bugs in the system you may meet during your business days and so on. Cost reduction. Why cost reduction? Suppose that we are the SAP AOC team. Suppose one of them or two or both of us, all of us, decide to left AOC. Business will continue with us or without us. Why? Because SAP is a standard solution. SAP is a global solution. You may call another Indian consultant to acting as me and continue support without any drop in your business. Cost reduction also, you have to shut down all legacy systems, all tailored software, you have single central ERP system in place, manage all your business area. It is a cost reduction. It is security of information. SAP has strong rules for authorization and security. It is unbreakable application. Even we are working inside SAP screens. We haven't pure access to SAP database. We are dealing only with the screens. We are dealing only with the functional customization. Nobody has access to direct database, so the information and data stored in SAP secure 100%. It is real-time reporting because it is client-to-server solution. What I mean by client-to-server, even if the end user, like the bank solution, for example, you may make deposit in Alexandria Bank in Aswan, and your brother may make withdrawal from Roxy branch. It is real-time application. You can generate the report in the real time, in the real result, without waiting any synchronization or batch files and so on. It is real-time application. SAP provides multi-language, more than 40 languages in the same package. SAP provides more than 200 currencies in the same package. At the end, it will convert it to the main currency, but you are allowed to manage more than 200 currencies in the same application, in the same business. Multi-countries, more than 200 countries. What I mean by multi-countries, because SAP has a specific version for each and every country, except our country, because we are belonging to a group, they call it international countries, because we haven't fixed rules for the taxes law, we haven't fixed rules for the social insurance law, we haven't fixed rules for anything. Each and every government rules may come, but the other countries, they have a specific version for USA, for example, for Canada, for Australia, for each and every country. The other rest of the companies not stable in the rules of the governmental rules and taxes law and labor law and so on, grouping it in one group called multinational countries or international countries. We are Egyptian, we have an Egyptian release, but nowadays I know that SAP trying to find solution for Egypt to be a special SAP edition for Egypt. Okay? Also, we reduce the manpower because suppose there is some business activities need 3 people to do these activities. By SAP, you can replace these 3 people with 1 employee, can achieve all of your need. Best practice, business practice. SAP has own solution called best practice. Best practice, suppose we need to implement a new cycle in the finance and need to negotiate with the business users which cycle will be available for our educational sector and which steps we need to follow. SAP provides you something called best practice. Best practice, take this solution, this is our roadmap solution, go through these steps, you will achieve the success for your project. And instead of rebuild the wheel from the scratch. This is the meaning of best practice. Of course, it is enterprise worldwide solution. Suppose you are using SAP in multinational organization for 100 countries within the same central application. SAP can provide that. Too many countries can log into the system in the same time and generate the same real-time reports. This is the key benefits, the main key benefits of the SAP. SAP customers, we have more than 109,000 of customers worldwide. This is just a sample, short brief about SAP customers worldwide. You can choose any multinational organization, choose the name, it will use the SAP direct, no doubt for that. And the last side is the SAP customers in the educational sector. The university currently use SAP. Now, we will go through SAP landscape. SAP always called SAP R3. R3 stands for real-time three-tiers architecture because SAP itself consists of three types of servers: the application server, and database server, and the presentation server. Simply, application server is a server. It contains the screens we are using during our business days. Database server, the server contains the only database, and the presentation server, the server that our end user using to log into the SAP. This is the name of R3, because usually we say SAP R3. For the landscape of SAP, we have three main systems inside the same organization. For SAP, we have first system we call it Dev. It stands for development server. This development server we are using to develop new features in it, to make some customization. What I mean by customization, for example, financial manager may ask me, Ahmed, please, we need to enhance the text of our invoice to be XYZ. So I have to have some development or some customization efforts to achieve this report in the final case. So I will have a login to the main development server, making the necessary development or necessary enhancement required, as per required, making my own technical test, and then I have to transfer these changes to the next server. We call it CAS. CAS stands for Quality Assurance Server. I have to transfer this information. I have to transfer these changes to the next server, which is Quality Server, Quality Assurance Server. I have to ask my user, please test now the requirements is achieved or not. If the requirements are achieved, he asked me, okay, please go live now. I have to transfer these changes finally to the live environment. We call it production server. In case of rejected for any reason, I have to reverse this request to roll back again into the start point, which is development server, making the necessary correction again and transfer again to quality server to ask my user to test. If he approved, okay, transfer finally to production system. That's to ensure that the live environment, no modification direct, no direct modification in the live environment. We have to suppose that you need to put the dot in a specific report. You have to go to the development. You are not allowed to use the production direct because it is live. You have to go to the development environment to make the necessary change, the required changes, to make your own technical test, to transfer after that to the quality server, to ask your user to make his user acceptance test. If you approve, you have to transfer finally to production environment. This is simply the three servers of SAP landscape. Dev or development server, CAS or quality assurance server, production is the live server. Okay? SAP project phases. Suppose that we are a new client, we haven't SAP before, we need to implement SAP. What is the steps? It is mandatory steps for any SAP project. SAP project we call it by SAP terminology SAP implementation. We're going to implement SAP in AOC. SAP project implementation, according to SAP methodology, 5 steps. First step is project preparation. During this phase, we're collecting the concerned parties who will attend this project from the business side, who will attend this project from the IT side or from SAP side. What will be the main scope of our project? We need to implement finance and the material management, for example. It will be only high definition of the project scope. After finishing this phase, we're going to move into next step, which is business blueprint. Business blueprint simply is the guide, the detailed guide for our project requirements. We need to explain each and every piece of our requirements exactly to be achieved by SAP team and to be tested by business users. This is the blueprint of our project. Blueprint phase is the most important phase in our project or any SAP project. You are, me as a SAP consultant, I have to study the requirements, the business requirements. I have to meet the SAP best practice during my studies. Suppose you are the business colleague and you have some requirements you need to achieve in SAP, but this is not the standard. I have to follow the standard. I have to explain to you the best practice to do so and so, it's X, Y, Z, and so. This is the business blueprint. After studying the requirements, after agree the requirements, we have to move into the next step, which is project realization. What I mean by realization simply is the technical effort you are using to achieve your business needs. Realization mainly, it will be pure technical efforts. The SAP team using the development environment to configure the system to meet your needs, step by step, to make the technical test. Final, after this realization means the configuration of the system to meet the business targets agreed in the business blueprint. After realization, the next step will be the final preparation. During the final preparation, we are making the user acceptance test. Please come, our business users. This what was agreed in the business blueprint, we have achieved in the realization phase. Please make your test, give me your feedback. It is ready to go live, or still you have some pending requirements. Just in case you have any pending requirements, we have to roll back again to collect the requirements again from business blueprint till you agree in the project final approval or final preparation. If you give me the approval, okay, we are ready to go live now. No, we are not ready. We have to reverse again. If we are ready, خلاص, you will move to the final stage, which is the go live. Go live means that shut down all legacy system, shut down all tailored software in place. It will be only SAP from cut-off date. This is the go live. Usually we say go live and support, because after go live, because SAP will be new product in the business, we have first 3 months after the go live, we call it bubble support. Bubble support is the first incentive care period where our support, daily support, because the SAP package is still new in the business users. This is simply the 5 phases of any project or SAP implementation. Now, we need to differentiate between the organization from SAP point of view. We have 2 types of organizations. We have SAP vendor or partner and SAP customer. SAP vendor, the company who provide SAP service for each other. For example, IBM, HP, SAP itself. Almost of the IT or IS companies is a SAP provider. We call it SAP provider or SAP partner. This is the provider. You may call him to make your implementation. The second type of the organization, SAP customers. It is SAP client, like AC, like ABB, like British Petroleum, like Shell, like Mobil. Each one of them is SAP customer. Okay? It's okay? Now comes to the resources type inside SAP. If we need to build SAP team, if we need to make SAP implementation, some resources are required for that. First type of resources, we call it functional consultant. Functional consultant is the consultant, the SAP responsible, the SAP guy who is responsible to configure the system to achieve the system, to achieve the business needs. This is called functional consultant. For example, like consultant, material management consultant. He is responsible for maintaining the material management and so on. HR consultant and so on. Next type is technical consultant. We have two types of consultants in the technical side. Basis consultants, which is the man who is responsible for backup the system, grant the user privilege and so on, like Ahmed Morgan, our colleague in this case. We have another technical consultant called ABAP consultant. ABAP is the programming language of SAP. It stands for Advanced Business Application Programming. SAP has own programming language called ABAP. So it's ABAP developer, we call it technical consultant. Second type is the techno-functional consultant, the consultant who acting as technical and function is at the same time. Like me, for example, I'm HCM and workflow consultant. This is technical and this is functional, and so on. Second, the next one is a dual consultant, the consultant who is responsible for more than one module, like Ahmed Sabri, for example. He is material management and the project system consultant at the same time. He is dual consultant. Next level will be key user. Key user is the first line support before the SAP team. He is responsible to collect the required support from business colleagues, from end users, and to escalate this required support to SAP team. So he is the first line support. Last level is the end user, which is the end user. Okay. Some of the functional consultant and technical consultant, it is recommended to have SAP Academy to study SAP inside SAP itself. It is recommended to be SAP certified, to get the SAP certificate, to be certified from SAP itself. If you're going to hire a new SAP consultant, you may ask about three things. The first factor is how many number of implementation you have been made before. You are academic or not, you are certified or not. This is the three key factors you can evaluate your consultant based on it. This is simply about SAP. Now we'll speak about SAP integration with our colleague Hesham Moussa.
Hello everybody, my name is Hesham Moussa, SAP consultant. I'm going to talk about the SAP module and the SAP integration. SAP is consist of type module, function module and technical module. The function module in SAP FI represent to financial accounting, CO represent to controlling, FSCM represent financial supply chain management, PS represent to project system, RE represent to real estate, SM represent to service management. SD represent to sales and distribution, MM represent to material management, PP production planning. And the technical module, ABAP, Advanced Business Application Program, business administration for the system. SAP consists each module in SAP represents the business area to offer end-to-end solution and cover all business process in SAP. SAP module is integrated together and can be integrated with other external systems. For instance, I will talk about financial accounting module. Financial accounting module in SAP represents the financial department. Okay, and each module divided into sub-module like general ledger, customer, vendors, bank, fixed asset, special ledger, travel management, to cover all business processes in the organization. The typical business process illustrates the integration in the company. The reasons for the integration: the data is maintained in central location and all departments updated data in the central database. And all departments share common relational database. This is a factor of integration. To understand the integration, the typical business process in manufacturing company illustrates that. Let's start. The customer requested from the sales department to buy a specific product. Okay? The sales department carry out the following functions: check the customer limit from central database, okay, which are updated by finance department. And after that, check the product availability from central database, which are updated by inventory department. If the product available in SAP, the sales department will update the central database by create sales order and set this order as completed because the product is available in the system. The shipping department will carry out the following function: check the sales order completed from the central database, which is updated by the sales department, and update the central department and update the central database by create delivery notes to receive a product from the purchasing, from a material inventory. The inventory department update the central database by issue product against the delivery notes, and the shipping department receive the product and send the product to the customer. If the product is not available, the sales department updates the central database by create sales order, and system automatically transfers the requirement to do the production planning. The production planning execute the production process and check the material availability in the central database, which is updated by the inventory department. The inventory department updates the central database by issue material against the production order. Once the process is completed, the production department confirms the production order, and the inventory department receives the product in the storage location. The product is now available in the system. Okay? The sales department will update the central database by changing the order as a completed, and the shipping department will check the completed sales order again and create delivery note to receive the product from the inventory department. The inventory department issue product against delivery notes, and after that, the shipping department delivers this product to the customer. The key benefits of the integration: the integration eliminated data duplication and eliminated data redundancy, increase the productivity, and reduce the material cost, and control the business process. Thank you for your time, and Mona will complete it.
Actually, our colleague Mona Abdallah from business side will give you an overview about SAP before AOC before SAP and after SAP in detail. It is mainly business activities and business impression about SAP.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Mona Abdallah. I'm the Director of International Purchasing at Office of Supply Chain Management at AFC. and I was honored to be a member of the SAP Material Management Core team during the SAP implementation project. Of course, I will make it as brief as possible. Okay. AUC before SAP, we had a legacy system for over 20 years. Okay. And our office, as purchasing, we only had 2 screens to access on this legacy system, which is creation of purchase order and creation of vendor master. Of course, not to mention that there were no automated PO printout, there was no automated purchase requisition in the legacy system. We had to make an external purchasing requisition system with the help of our IT people at AOC. طبعا reports, there were minimum report system in our legacy system, so we had to make our reports manually in Microsoft Office, using Microsoft Office. The challenges that we have faced during the SAP implementation, we had many challenges, of course, like any business into the company. One of them was the change management. Of course, any new ERP system, you have people are indirectly against this system. They used a system for more than 20 years. It's now a new brand system to move on. Especially that they are currently creating their own asset master data. Usually the asset master data was created in the legacy system by the finance people. Now the end user or the requesting department are responsible for creating their own asset master data. They are responsible for creating a reservation from our stores. We have, at AOC, we have stocked items in AOC stores, like paper, ink, toner, and so on. So they are responsible if they need anything from that store, they create the reservation from stores, and so on. Also, as said by Mr. Ahmed, the segregation of duty, supply chain management was used to create the vendor master in the legacy system. Now in SAP, we have changed this management, so the vendor master creation is now the responsibility of the finance department. Also, one of the biggest challenges, and actually that includes more files, the realization phase during the implementation. The realization phase includes integration testing, that material management or the supply chain management, they test their own processes in SAP before the go live, and at the same time the finance, they test their own processes. Then after that comes integration testing. We need to make sure that all our processes or transactions in SAP are reflected correctly in the finance module. So مش عايزة أقول لكم it was a big challenge during this integration testing. Also during the final preparation, which is the data collection and data cleansing and data migration. One of the major success of SAP that you have to have accurate data, clean data, accurate master data, so as to have successful go live in any ERP system. So this was also one of the biggest challenges that we have. AOC after SAP. Now we have in supply chain management a complete cycle of supply chain management, starting from the creation of the purchase requisition. The system allows to make requests for quotations to vendors in the system. The system gives us quotes comparison and make recommendations to the best price and best terms. Then the PO is created in the system and automatically printed out after our director releases the purchase order. Then when the goods are received at AOC main store, we create the related good receipt and process the payment to the vendor. So it's a complete cycle, and in each step you can monitor and track and control each step and each transaction. Also in material management we have material requirement planning, which is MRP. Say you have stock items in your store and you want the system to alert you when this item reaches its minimum stock. So you need to replenish. the system according to the database you enter in this module, material requirement planning, when the item reaches its minimum stock, the system runs the MRP and automatically creates MRP purchase requisition, and of course you issue the purchase order accordingly. Also for stock items, when you make a reservation from this store, the storekeeper creates the related goods issue and sends the goods to the requesting department. And of course, each transaction creates a financial document to make sure that the debit and credit are correct. Also the physical inventory. This was the first time to use physical inventory in an ERP system. We have warehouse stock for stocked items, and the physical inventory guy goes and makes a physical inventory, then enters the results of his physical inventory. The system automatically compare and post the differences between the warehouse stock and the physical inventory, which is reflected in the financial documents also. As I said, it's fully integrated with PS and FI and CO and funds management. The reports. SAP has numerous reports that satisfies each business, okay? For example, for us, for the purchasing or supply chain management, we have records for purchasing values with vendors. If you want to know who is the vendor that deals with maximum amounts with the AUC, it can give you purchasing values for purchasing delegates. This will allow you to know who is making more amounts, and if you want to enhance your processes at your department, so you make rotation, to relocate the tasks between your staff. Also price history, I have purchased this item 2 years back, today I'm purchasing this so and so. Vendors evaluation, in terms of delivery, this vendor is complying with his terms and conditions and delivered on time. طبعا في reports كتيرة, many reports, time will not allow me for everything. Last, you know that AUC has gone through or developed more system controls in SAP. For example, we have grants and projects, and we need the purchase requisition before issuing the purchase order to the vendor. We need it to be checked by the grant department in the controller's office. So we have developed release strategy for the purchase requisition, okay? That this requisition is now released means it is accepted by the grants accounting office. Also for assets, capital assets, okay? We have a release for the purchase requisition related to assets. And we have made some more development and enhancement. Some fields in the SAP screens made mandatory that this should be filled and this should be compared to so and so. Really, I'm one of the SAP lovers, and I hope that you all will be SAP users in the future. Thank you so much. Any question? No? No question?
What about the SAP current support?
We have the best, really the best supporting team at AUC.
Thank you, Mona. Now comes to the questions. If you have any query, if you have any question.
Mona, tell us about, I was telling my class that we did not have internal support
until recently. So can you tell us about your experience before the internal and after?
Well, before our support team joined AUC, we had to outsource some SAP freelancers from India or so and so on, to so costly طبعا. And after that, the UIS, University Information System, took this initiative, and we are happy to have this team, great team with us, who supporting SAP and solves our issues, if any. Questions?
Question? Yes.
I have a question since you said it does like segregation of duties. I don't know how does it do it. Like, how does it ensure that the same person does not do the same?
Okay, that's very good question about segregation of duties. Okay, as I mentioned in my first slide, segregation of duties is that the person who is responsible to make something not responsible to make another something in the system make conflict with the main activity. You ask about how can I know this is a conflict of segregation of duties or not. We have something in SAP called authorization. Authorization, which is a system privilege. I am authorized to use this screen, but I am not authorized to use another screen. According to this authorization, I can make printout of report who is authorized to which activities. As per this result, I can decide there is a conflict of segregation of duties here or there also. Okay. Yes, of course, with password. Each and everything in SAP with a privilege. Any other question? فهمتوا طيب؟
Why do we use SAP? Why does not AUC establish something like this? Why are we using SAP? Why doesn't AUC develop something like this?
The answer of this question in the first slide I said why SAP? It is very good question. What is the benefit of SAP instead of making tailored software inside the SAP? Suppose that I make special software for SAP. First thing, the result of the tailored software system untrusted worldwide. There is no value for my tailored software worldwide. I am a developer, I am expert developer, but what does it mean if you have some developed applications? It is untrusted from the main business scenarios or business needs. First, if I decide to go outside SAP, what will be the situation after running this application without any support? Who will take the lead after this support? I will make knowledge transfer for my colleague Ahmed, but it is not enough because it is personal software, it is tailored software. And instead of that, SAP is a standard global solution, as Mona Abdallah said before. Before that, before we came to AUC, they are using provider, another SAP freelancer providers. These freelancer consultants, خلاص مش موجودين. We can bring another consultant from any country and so on. This is the main key benefit of SAP. Also, to have trusted financial statement, to have trusted financial situation. It is based on SAP or based on tailored software.
Ahmed, may I add something? Say, SAP is a worldwide ERP. Of course, when you have an ERP system worldwide, the majority of the business companies, they have some issues. SAP solves these issues and make batches and make upgrades to solve these issues for other business companies all over the world. So this is one advantage, that you may not have an issue now, but someone else has an issue, so it is solved at once. And this is included in their upgrade. Another thing is you have an SAP forum on the internet, and if you have any question, you will find many people answer your question. Right?
Also,
ان انت تبقى قاعد في سيبريت ايلاند لوحدك عشان في تيلر سوفت وير حتى لو هو كويس يعني.
Also, how long does it take to upgrade the system? To upgrade? Yeah, to upgrade the implementation. And are there any challenges while it's upgrading?
Yes. First, before the upgrade, I will answer how long it will take to implement SAP from scratch. It is minimum from 9 months to 2 years. This is the average to implement SAP in any place. For the upgrade, it's according to the steps you will jump. We are belonging to the latest version, so we will go one step. If you are late some, you will take another time. The average time for one step for upgrade from the previous latest to the latest one, about 3 or 4 months, months maximum, 6 months. I would like to listen to one question from one of you, how I became a SAP specialist or SAP consultant in the future. Nobody asked me, anyone. Nobody need to be SAP specialist or SAP consultant in the future. شغلانة وحشة قوي كده.
I'm studying this in class. It's a very good job.
Yes, sure. You will be limited resources worldwide.
What's the average?
لا بلاش الكلام ده بقى. يا أسئلة تاني؟
Also to answer the main question, it takes forever to do a SAP. هم الSAP gurus, like 3 or 4 IBMs, it took them forever to do the SAP. This is one thing. Another thing is somebody like Mona Abdallah as an end user, and she takes my work and other people. We used to have a tailor-made one. I worked with, this is my third. I mean, I used to work with 2 others. The last one was a tailor-made, I think. It was an in-house thing. But you can tell us with your experience, it makes a big difference how much better the SAP one is.
You're talking about the tailored PRC, the purchase before SAP, and we had a legacy system that didn't have a purchase requisition, or we didn't use a purchase requisition. So we used to receive purchase requisitions from our internal customers or requesting departments on paper, carbonized paper, okay? In order to make this online, we have, with the help of our IT people, we have made an external online purchasing requisition system that only have some few information, the cost center of the requesting department, the item, the quantities. And this is not integrated with our legacy system. Still, now we have in SAP, everything is integrated. The purchase requisition, once created, it goes to the purchasing online. When the purchase order is created, the purchase requisition is closed, and the purchase order takes the data of the purchase requisition and put it in the purchase order. Everything is integrated. Everything is, you don't have many entries to enter in the SAP. And SAP also is known as paperless system. Everything is online, you don't have to print everything. Did I answer your question?
Any questions? Thank you very
شكرا.
Good luck, everyone. Good luck.